Hello, crafty friends. My name is Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al. And welcome to the first Color Cube Live of 2025. I will introduce my co-hostess here in just a minute. But before that, I would like to say welcome to everybody in the live chat. If you are here with us live, make sure to say hi and where you're watching from. And if you're watching on replay, make sure that you let us know where you're watching from down in that comment section below. Today, my co-host will be streaming to her channel. Again, I'll bring her on in a minute, but let us know if you are watching from over there. I did see that we have Carla. This is her first time catching a live. Welcome, Carla. I'm so glad you're here. If this is also your first time catching one of our lives, let us know over in that live chat box. Why don't you put first in all capitals? So let's go ahead. I'll bring on my co-host, and then we will tell you what Color Cube Live is all about. Please help me give a warm round of applause to Karen. Welcome, friend.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So this is Karen of Karen's Crafting Company here on my channel. If you're not yet subscribed to her, check out the description box below. And Nightbot will also throw a link over in that chat box from time to time. But Karen, why don't you give us, for those who haven't met you yet, tell us a little about yourself.
Sure. I'm Karen from Karen's Crafting Company. I am on YouTube and I'm also over on Instagram. And I've been paper crafting for about 18 plus years. I started with scrapbooking when my oldest daughter was a baby. And now she's off to college, and boy, how time flies by. And then over the last 5 years, I picked up doing card making. And that is how I met Alicia. And the rest is pretty much history.
It pretty much is. Well, welcome. I'm so glad that we are back to doing this. I did have a couple first timers in the lives, one for the Color Cube series, maybe two. So welcome, everyone. So what will happen today is Karen and I both love a color cube. Is that right, Karen? Yay!
Absolutely.
So we try just about each month to get together for a little live stream where we will let you guys help us choose a color cube card that we're going to craft with. Sometimes we use the same products and different color cube cards, but today we will be using different products with the same color cube card that you help us vote on. If you are ready for a poll very shortly, get your poll lights over there in the chat. If you're new to my live streams, I love to do polls. You guys usually like to do them too. So each time that one is getting ready to fire up over there, if you put in the little police light, there we go. Vicki Eakins, she's just thrown it over in the live chat. Unfortunately, when I bring it up on screen, it looks weird, but it is really pretty over in the chat. So go ahead. Members can have the colorful ones like Arlene there. She has shared the red ones, which hers will show up. So either way, just when we're ready to do a poll, we just like to get excited with that. Let's see. So yes, here in just a minute, I will start the poll. But first, why don't I show you? No, first, let me tell you what color cubes are in case you don't know. So, which if you've been around my channel, I don't know how you couldn't, but they are boxes. So I have both boxes 1 and 2 of cards with pictures and then color combos to go with them. So I got these originally because I can't pick a color combo to save my life, like I've said, unless it's a rainbow or like 2 colors. So these have really helped me just bring more color into my creating. Karen, how about you? How do you feel about the color cube?
Oh, I absolutely love them. I use them all the time. And like you, I struggle with color combos outside of a rainbow and maybe 2 color matches, but you start needing me to combine more than 2 colors. Yeah, no, I can't do that. So I need to rely on my color cubes for that. And they've been a great resource to have.
Yeah. I use them now on, I would say probably, if I'm not using pattern paper, I am probably using a color cube card, honestly, like all the time now. And I do have, a couple favorites. Have you found any of your favorites, Karen, that you maybe keep separate or keep a tab on or something?
So I have a sticky note attached to my box, and every time I use a color cube number, I jot it down. And then on the back side of the color cube, I usually track the colors, more so the inks that I'm using for that color cube, so that if I decide to go back to that card and reuse it, I know what inks that I already used for it.
Perfect. If you have the color cube cards, let us know over in the chat or down in the comment section. If you don't have them, Nightbot will be throwing an affiliate link over in the chat, and I also have one down in my description box. Affiliate links, if you don't know, I might make a small portion of the sale at no extra cost to you. So it's always nice when you use those of any of your creators who share their affiliate links. But let's go ahead. Should we take a look at the cards that are up for poll today? Let me get my camera changed. So in front of me, Karen picked a card, I picked a card, and then I had my channel members vote on 3, and they chose their favorite out of there. For now, I'm not going to tell you whose is whose, just so you can, you don't have to necessarily vote for a person's. So first, when I do the poll, we're going to go A, B, and C. I'm not going to try to make you look at what these little numbers are. So A is card 293, a little ocean scene. Card B is 111, little sporty car scene. And card number 464, we have a bird and color combo to go along with it. So be thinking, which will you choose, A, B, or C? And now it is officially time to get those poll lights in. So everybody now throw in a poll, because it is officially poll time, you guys. I am going to give you 2 minutes to let me know, and you can vote in that official poll. So let me know. I guess I better go back to the camera. Let's show you the cards again. So A, B, or C. Get your vote in. While you're doing that, Karen, are you hydrating with anything today?
Just water.
Oh, I'm having some Diet Coke today. I need a little caffeine, a little pick me up.
I'm being a little boring today, so
I usually bring down my water, but I decided not to today. Speaking of, well, I guess we didn't speak of it, but once you've got your vote in, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Right now, there are 38 of you watching us and 21 stamps of approval. So give it a thumbs up, share it with a crafty friend who might like to join us. Also, while you're voting, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But as we get into creating, where is it at? As we get into creating, we get kind of focused right here on our desktop, so we can't watch the chat completely. So if you have a question that you need one of us to answer, please type question in all caps in front of it. If you want to do like question Karen, so we know it's for Karen, or question Alicia or Crafty Owl, that will help out a little too when we can look up and answer those. So just always helps us out. And we have 23 seconds left to get your vote in. Diane says she did the stamp of approval first thing when she came in. Thank you so much, Diane. Honey says she got these for her birthday, the color cube cards. They came in a couple of days ago. She's so excited. I am excited for you. Arlene has a question for Karen, and then we will see what the poll says. Karen, how does Google pick a number work? You've used it in the past.
So I have a Google speaker in my craft room, and I will just ask it to pick a number from 1 to 500. And then it'll give me a number, just a random number, and then that's the number that I go with in the cubes.
Fantastic. Keep those questions coming. I don't know why it won't go back to this one. Okay. All right. So the 2 minutes is up. I don't know if I can play a drum roll because right now the sound's going. Oh, I can. Okay. So we'll end the poll and see which card we're working with. All right. With 59% of the vote, we will be working with card A, which is card number 293. Now that the voting is over, Karen chose 111, I chose the bird, and channel members chose 293, which that 59%, I think that was almost what that won by with the channel member. Like, because I had 3 cards for channel members. I think 293 got about 59% of that vote too. So, if you want to, Karen, go kind of grab your supplies, change to overhead when you're ready.
Sure.
I'll tell them what colors I chose and what I'll be using. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So 293. Now, what I do when I get a card, I will pull out my Tailored Expressions cardstock swatches and just kind of try to match them up. Now, on the back, they do have different shades. Like, you might not have the exact shade of cardstock you need. Just do your best. Get something that's close. And for this one, actually, this orange color, I didn't really have a Tailored Expressions color that matched. So I pulled in, which I don't have as much, but I pulled in my Gina K cardstocks. So I will be using one ink from Gina K. But if you want to know if you have TE or Gina K inks, or I guess both of them, I chose from top to bottom Cotton Candy, Tropical Punch, Passion Fruit, Fruit Punch, Tangerine Twist, and that one was from Gina K, and then finally Wintergreen. So I'm going to go collect all those inks, and if Karen, if you want to kind of tell us about your products.
Sure. Okay, so for my colors, so here's kind of an example of how I just take a sticky note and then I write the colors down on the back of the card, and then I write down the ink name next to it. So all of these that I've used are Tailored Expressions inks. So, and I did some ink blending off screen just because I've got a lot of cutting to do, and I didn't want to hold up Alicia on the video. So just to show you for my sky blue, I have the sprinkles. And then for the teal, I used blue cheese, and that's this piece here. And then for the blush, I used the raspberry sorbet. And then I have an extra one of that. I don't know why I do. And then for the orange, I picked the sweet potato pie. And then for Kelly green, I actually went with dill pickle. I know I have wintergreen here, but that was too bright. So I went with the dill pickle. So I do need to change that on my note before I put that back into my box. And then for my products, so I'm going to be, I have this waffle flower design template 2-dye. And I'm going to be using some pieces from here. So I'm going to use this half flower here. I'll be using that twice. And then this stitched strip here. And then this circle with like the banner, that'll be my sentiments. So I'll be using those. And the strips will be for all of the colored inks that I just showed you. And then I'm going to use my Elizabeth Craft Designs, the stitched indented rectangles. So after I cut out all of the strips from here, I will layer them on a piece of the cardstock, layer them on, and then use one of my rectangles to cut that out to place on the card fronts. And then the woodware already gnome, I'm using the You Make Me Smile sentiment for that.
Fantastic. I have something to just share before I move on and show you my inks and what I'm using. Arlene, who asked the question about picking a random number, she doesn't have a Google or an Alexa. Arlene, that is perfectly okay. I'm going to show you something else you can go to. I know that Sandra said Wheel of Names, which you could put in 1 through 500. But what I do, you can go to the website random.org. And they have a random number generator. So over here, you could put 1 to 500, and then you can generate however many numbers you want. So like the first one, card 62, then card 18, then card 170. And this is a completely free website. Anybody can use it. So it's also, I use this one a lot when I want a random color cube. So hopefully that will help someone. I am going to remove the banner from the bottom. Just remember, if you do have a question for us, to type question in all caps, just because it's covering up my live crafting logo. But I will show you. So here are the inks I got out. I did go with wintergreen. I never even thought about dill pickle. I'm almost wondering if I don't have that swatch on my cardstock, but I'm going to stick with wintergreen. So here's my colors. Now, what I'm going to use, let me get it out here. It is this month's stencil of the month from Spellbinders, and this is 5 stencils. So I have 6 colors, so one of these won't be used. So maybe I'll make a matte with it, but here's what that background will look like. And then, you know, I love to add some texture. So also from this month's Spellbinders Clubs, I got out the 3D embossing folder of the month called Stylized Lattice. And once I stencil, I'm going to attempt, I have not yet used, or I haven't recently used a Spellbinders 3D embossing folder. And in my machine, they're a little tricky. So I'm going to try to use this after I do the stenciling. So cross your fingers that I don't mess up the stenciling. But for now, I'm going to pick out what colors for my flowers. And this pink one, it kind of has 2 shades. So I'll probably make this the blues since I have 2 shades of blue. I will stick the leaves with green. And then let's see, what else do I have? It has 5. That's weird. It has 5 layers, but I can't figure out, there's only orange left. So I'll figure out what's left on there later. But I'm going to get started stenciling. Let us know again if you do have any questions while we're crafting. Type question in all caps in front of your message. Oh, and if you want to see anybody, like what anybody's doing, if you want to see it closer up, let me know that too over in the chat. You might want to put question in all caps as well so I notice it, but then I can highlight either Karen or myself as we're working. Let us know if you're crafting while we do, or if you're just hanging out with us, or if you're working, say it quietly.
Looks like a lot of people they've either ordered them or they're in their mailbox waiting for them to pick up the color cubes.
Love it.
So that's exciting.
Love it, love it. And I'm going to keep this off to the side so I kind of know what stencil is going to create what. So if you enjoy live streams, I will be back on Monday with Danny of Danny's Dreams. And she on her Facebook group right now has a Use Your Stash challenge where she gives, I think it was 5 different prompts, and it's very casual. It's not for prizes or anything. It's just to encourage people to get out what they own and put it to use. So Monday, at 10 a.m. Central, I'm getting together with her for another live stream where we will each use one or more of the prompts to create something. So make sure to join us. And then next month, Karen will be, well, I don't know, maybe I should even, Sheetload Live's coming back, and Karen is one of the guests on that. So I hope that you'll check us out too on that.
Speaking of the using your stash, so for any of you, I'm sure most of you are obviously familiar with Alicia's Sheetload, and one of our team members, Beth from Bourbon Creek Crafts, she is she has a collaboration team on, it's called Craft with 5 Challenge. And I'm part of that collaboration team. And basically, she gives us 5 items that we need to use from our stash to create something with. So that will actually be on the 21st of this month. So that will be the first video for her team. So be sure to check that out. That'll be a lot of fun.
That does sound super fun. So do you have to use all 5 things she tells you, or can you like skip out on one or something?
You can skip out on one, and if you don't have what she has, you can substitute it for something else.
Okay.
So she's pretty lenient about that kind of stuff.
I should have probably made a mark where my last stencil sat. Oh, well, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's a craft. We're just going to get it as close
That's right.
as possible. Dawn, let's see. Excuse me. Dawn says she is crafting. She's actually doing her Spellbinders Advent since she only watched me do mine. Fun. Arlene is finishing Valentine's Day cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, Diane is still waiting for her Spellbinders Advent calendar to be shipped. She ordered before Christmas. Diane, I will tell you, Spellbinders, when they got together with Hero Arts, it sounds like their inventory system and shipping slowed down. But I know that once they're up back and running, I'm sure you'll have it in no time.
So for my card, I don't think I mentioned the raspberry color, and I'm using guava for that. That's this piece right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I chose fruit
feel
punch
like I
for that
didn't
one.
say it. Oh, okay. I think I was tossed between that and the guava.
Well, you know what that shows? That just shows you don't have to have all the inks. That usually,
Exactly.
you don't have to use the same exact ones that we do or the same shade or whatever they show on the front. You probably have something that's close. And, you don't have to use inks with these. You can use colored pencils. You can use markers, if you're, or like I like to use cardstocks, like when I'm die cutting a background or something. Like, here's a look at some cards I made during a channel member live last month, where I just used different colored cardstocks with a color cube card to make the background. And just an update on the Advent, since some of you were talking about the Advent calendars. The form closed on the night of the 15th, so at midnight on the 15th. And over the next few weeks, I will be compiling all of the entries. I did end up for the USA one, I ended up with like almost 160 people entering. So that means I probably have at least 3,000 entries to, compile and double and triple check. So I hope to be back with a live on February 3rd to announce the winners. For both the USA and the international, but the international form had a lot fewer people to fill it out. And yes, Linda says, remember to like the video. Yes, please give it your stamp of approval. Let me go check and see how we're doing. So we are up to 41 likes and 59 of you on here. Could we get to 50?
Oh,
you think we can do it, Karen? Will they do it?
we can do it. Absolutely, we can do it for sure.
I mean, if I could like it again, I would. I'm sure I probably already did. So,
yeah, I definitely, I went back and did the same thing. I went and liked it. So I made an oopsie already. Whoops.
Oh, here, hold on. Let me get out our.
Yes. There you go. I cut out my green. I was supposed to use the green for my leaf here, and I cut out the strips. So now I need to ink blend another piece of cardstock, which, hey,
yeah,
you get into the zone. This is what happens.
Yeah. We just got to make it work and move on.
That's right.
Trying to think. That's the green. I think I'll do passion fruit for this one.
Another one of my favorite colors from Tailored Expressions is that plum punch.
Yes.
I really like that.
I like plum punch from Gina K Designs too.
Yes.
They are different, but I really like both of them. In fact, I just placed a Gina K Designs order and I added more plum punch to it. And she has some new colors. Has anybody else seen those? I got the butterscotch. It's a new one. I hope it's different than what I have already.
Oh, nice.
It looked on screen to be different.
Hey, that could be a color that Tailored Expressions brings in at some point down the road. That's a food. And I know all of hers are based on food.
That's true. Names. It would, yeah, the name would fit too. Yeah. I'm hoping, we got that gumdrop ink cube in the advent calendar in December. I am hoping that comes out soon.
Yeah. They made it sound like it was going to. Sounded like it was going to come out early.
Yeah, that's what people said when they watched her live. I'm crossing my fingers. Oh, and don't forget that if you're here live with us, Karen and I will be giving our cards away later to the 2 lucky live viewers. So make sure to stick around. Diane says that she doesn't have a full set of ink from any company. The only reason I have the full set of TE is because I'm on their design team, so I really have to use those a lot. Even with Gina K, when I was collecting hers, I'm not sure I ever got a full set. Karen, how about you in inks? What do you like to go for? Or
I have the Tailored Expressions. I don't have the full set. I'm getting there, but I don't have the full set. And then I use the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks. I'm like only 5 away from having the full set of his inks. Yeah.
I
I
have
like
some of
that
his,
because I
but
can
they
do the
sit in the drawer.
watercoloring and stuff,
Oh, yes. Yep.
and the ink smooshing and all that fun stuff.
Speaking of ink smooshing, I still had blue fingers until about 2 days ago. I could not get rid of all that blue I used in my live on Monday.
Yeah,
I
it
was
does
a
stick around.
mess.
It does stick around for a bit. It lingers.
Now, I hope I don't mess this stenciling up when I go to do the embossing. I will be sad. Let me know in the live chat, or Karen, if you know of any tips for 3D embossing folders. The only one that I know is at Stamp Joy. They have us use a baby wipe on the back of the cardstock to kind of loosen up the fiber. So I do have that. But if anybody has a big shot and does Spellbinders 3D embossing folders, I will take any tips.
I think that's really the only tip that I've heard is the spraying.
And I do have one of their Mister bottles, or I bought a Mister bottle, but of course I don't have water in it, so I can't use that. Arlene says stained fingers are a sign of a good time. It was a good time. I'm going to agree with you there. All right, I'm trying not to reveal my stenciling until the end, so I'll put my next stencil on there. Ooh. Yeah, Cece says mist with water is all she knows. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do the baby wipe, and I just hope it works. Because knowing my luck, if I misted it with water, it'd be like soggy and falling apart. Stacy said that she had so much difficulty with her older Big Shot, which is what I have too, and 3D folders. She decided to order Spellbinders Platinum 6 instead. Oh, Stacy, hopefully I can figure it out today. I have been looking at their Platinum, at their larger one. So maybe one day. Oh, Stephanie said running through 2 panels at once has helped her to prevent cracking. I know sometimes I'll do that with vellum. I never thought about with cardstock. I'm going to switch my purple. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Alicia.
So I started with this brush for my passion fruit for the centers, but I didn't realize that it was over a color that was already there. So I'm going to use my Bitty Blender brush because these usually get the ink just a little more concentrated. So hopefully it'll show up purple. What were you going to say, Karen?
So for the glue press, I found that since I switched the bottles, the fine tip to the larger opening tip, when I have the larger tip in there now, that one does not clog like my fine tip one does.
Okay. Now, how do you find, though, using the larger tip? Do you still like it for those fine things, or?
I do, because I can control the amount of glue that comes out.
Okay. That's my worry, is then all of a sudden I won't be able to do fine glue.
I mean, I still go back to it, but I use I just go back to the Barely Arts glue bottle itself that I already have in my stash. The one that you made the pin for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still use that too. So
I still have mine up here on my desk too. Let's see. Chris says that she has the big kick and find it depends on the 3D folder what sandwich I need to use. Yeah, Chris, sometimes even with the Spellbinders, just regular embossing folders, they're almost too thick to even have a sandwich. So I'm hoping that I can figure out the 3D one. Because Karen found out, like, when we have those advent calendars, the Spellbinders had some embossing folders, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's going through there tight. And Karen had an accident. Karen, what happened to your embossing folder?
My embossing folder snapped in half, unfortunately. So I don't know, I just couldn't find the right sandwich, and I tried to use the normal sandwich that I followed on my Big Shot, and it wouldn't go through, and I just had to, try different sandwiches, and I think the folder itself just got kind of tired and just snapped, and that was the end of it. The other one is just warped, like it's definitely bent, but it's usable. Like, but the other one is, no, snapped right in half.
But now the bright side was it wasn't your favorite.
Correct. That is correct. That is correct. It was not one of my favorites. So that helped.
Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah. When she said which one it was, I'm like, oh, that probably wouldn't have been a big loss for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Elisa said that she can't get 3D folders through any of her machines, even the Platinum. So she has given up on purchasing the 3D embossing folders. I'm hoping I don't have to give up on them. Diane said she ordered the Spellbinders universal plate system to use in the Big Shot. It's the same order as my ad. Oh, in the same order. Oh, I hope they get that to you soon, Diane. Here, Paula says she has to use just one clear cutting plate with her magnetic plate and then add a shim, a very thin shim of chipboard. See, that's what I think I ended up doing with the Advent folder was, yes, just like the base plate and one clear plate. Paula has a question.
Sometimes you don't even have to use the plate. You can use cardstock, multiple layers of cardstock. I've done that before. And
Paula wants to know, Karen, did you try using Gorilla Tape to hold your two pieces together?
I did not, but that's a good suggestion, because I do have some.
Oh, well, maybe bonus if you already have some.
Yeah. So.
All right. So I'm going to
go into my
husband's
stash. Oh,
there you go. Yeah. I always like to be like, do you have one of these? Do you have one of these? Yeah. All right. Are we ready for the reveal? Give me a drum roll over there.
Drum roll. Yes. I was just going to say drum roll,
here,
please.
I'll try to do one on the, okay. And I had to shut that off before I could do my actual thing. Oh my gosh. I love that.
Oh, look at how pretty that is.
Oh, really?
Oh, those colors are perfect for that.
Yeah, I was a little worried because, I mean, the centers are still too dark because I didn't realize it went over the color, but I love how that turned out.
Oh, that's pretty.
Now, hopefully, I can get it to. Here's the. I'm gonna bring in my Big Shot and give this a try. First, I need a baby wipe, though, right? So. My card is going to smell good too for a little bit with the baby wipe. Dawn said that she used heavy tape to repair a folder that snapped in half and it works fine. Awesome.
Oh, good to know.
Okay. Everybody cross your fingers. I just want to see kind of how tight it is. I think I'm going to lift these up. Welcome, Teresa. And welcome to anybody else that we have missed who came in a little ways into the live. That's not it. All right, that's not it either. I swear that this is what I did when maybe I didn't flip any of the plates up. Okay. Oh. All right. Don said, why did I use a baby wipe? So they suggest when you use 3D embossing folders that you miss the back to kind of soften the cardstock. So I just moistened it. Sorry if you hate that word, moistened. I just moistened it with a baby wipe. Karen, how do you feel about the word moist?
Yeah, it's not my favorite word. Not my favorite word.
All right. I have another reveal maybe, guys. Let's see if it works. So it did not snap. Oh my gosh, I got so freaked out. I'm like, it did not snap my folder, and then I felt that, but this is a folded end. Are we ready? Oh
Ooh.
my goodness. That
look at
is
that.
gorgeous. And you can't, like, there are even like little detailed lines in. Oh my goodness. I love that. Yes, Diane says, give the video a thumbs up if you're having fun. Please do. Please do. We have 61 people on here and 58 thumbs up. Are there 3 more people out there who can give this video a thumbs up? You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
So if you want to check out any of the clubs from this month, again, I do have some affiliate links in the description box. I think you can order the current club until the 26th or 27th. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard for me to give away, Karen.
Well, make 2. We know what Alicia's doing after the live. She's going to make a second one.
Yep. Okay. I want to cut this down to have a little bit of a border. And Teresa said she gave a thumbs up from her Fresh and Renewed with Teresa and her other channel. You guys, there are 65 people on and 65 thumbs up. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Let me hear.
Yes.
This sound might. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. There it is.
Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I probably need to write down that sandwich somewhere, how I embossed that. Oh, Gloria. Gloria said she's late. She thought that she might have to take her husband to the ER. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, be safe. Be safe. I'm glad that he's okay now. Okay, so I might have a poll, you guys. So from the color cube card, I have not used any of the orange yet. So should I bring it in or just forget about it? And I think if I bring it in, I would use it for the card base. So I also think this dark blue would make a very pretty card base. This is the Tropical Punch. Otherwise, hopefully I have this Gina K cardstock Tangerine Twist. You know what? I better go find out before I do a poll. So I will highlight Karen and we'll watch her work for a little bit.
Oh, you know what I didn't cut out? I didn't cut out my banner. Didn't cut this out. See if I've got some scraps here I could use. Need to get some white cardstock.
Good news. All right, so I'm going to get out a scrap of each of these so you can kind of see what it would look like. So let me go get Tropical Punch. Get your pole lights ready over there. Yes, Susan, you do hear a pole. So get those ready. I'll zoom in a little bit here for you. Okay, are we gonna make a blue or an orange card base? Let me get that poll ready. So orange or blue?
I know what I would pick.
Okay, you can tell us after the poll's finished, but before I hit end, okay?
Sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
I will give you guys 1 minute to get that in, figure out, let me know which you think would look better. I still have my sentiment to stamp, so I'll probably maybe stamp it in whatever color the card base is. I don't have any waiting music on the so I have different setups that, show the background on the live stream, and I don't have any waiting music set up for this one. Okay. Let's find out. So Karen, the vote is over. Which one would you have chosen?
The blue.
All right, let's see what won. Drum roll. Okay. And the audience agrees, Karen, with 70% of the vote.
Oh, excellent.
Alrighty. Then yeah, I will probably stamp my sentiment in that blue too. I really like that color. What did you use for the darkest blue, Karen?
What did I use? I used the blue cheese.
Okay.
Oh, look at that cute sentiment. That's so cute. I like that font on that.
Oh, hold on. Let me make. Hold on. I'm trying to make you bigger here. Hold it up to the camera a little bit more. That is cute. Yeah, kind of like a handwritten. It almost looks
yeah,
like.
exactly. Yes.
I have that gnome stamp set, and I love it. I love that
Well,
image.
the reason why I bought it was from that card that you made with the splotches stencil.
Yeah.
And have I yet to do that? No. But I absolutely loved that card. And I'm like, oh, I need to make that card. I need to make that card. I need to make that card.
I might have to. I have a few of those gnomes from Woodware, and gnomes is one of Danny's prompts this month. I might have to pull one of those out for the live on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, speaking of Danny, oh my goodness. She must have heard us talking about her. Hello, friend. Have you already been to breakfast and ran your errands? I was telling the chat earlier about our live on Monday in your Use Your Stash series. Alicia has 10 Woodware gnomes. Oh, I love them. They're so cute.
They are. They're adorable.
Oh, Danny said she's been here for a bit. You're right. I did not see you, Danny. Sorry. I'm glad you're here. You have to, next time you come in, like, be like, Crafty Al, I'm here, you know, and highlight my name. All right, I think I'll put a piece of white on the inside for a personal message because, you know, it's going to be way hard to see any text on that. And then I will get the sentiment put on. How are you doing, Karen, for time?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost done. I'm on the assembly part, so getting there.
Oh. Don't forget to stick around, friends, because we'll be giving our cards away, which you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go make sure that that poll is turned on, or not the poll, the claim form is turned on. Because I like to close that and not turn it back on. All right. We are good to go. There you go. Anne's craft room has the right idea. She's going to let me know she's here. Love it. Laura says she likes your card, Karen.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? Just a for fun poll as we kind of close up, as I'm putting my white cardstock inside. Now, I wouldn't really consider this decorated, but I would like to know how often you decorate the inside of your card, whether it's like doing some ink blending, putting an image, putting some pattern paper. So I'm going to get a poll ready, and we'll do almost always. Sometimes, rarely, and never. So let me know. And if you are here on the replay, let us know your answer down in the comment section below. But yeah, let us know if you decorate the inside of your cards. How about you, Karen?
Sometimes I do, not always.
I try to more and more, like, especially, like today I might clean off some of my brushes down here. I didn't, but sometimes I'll do that. Just put some ink blending, or I like pattern paper when I'm doing sheet load cards to add it to the inside.
Yes.
And my friend Danny, she almost, I think she always decorates the inside. So I started doing it more because of her.
Way to be
Oh
an
yes, Susan,
inspiration,
I
Danny.
forgot the pole light. What'd you say, Karen?
Way to be an inspiration, Danny.
Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to make this a birthday card, so whoever wins it, hopefully they need a birthday card or want to get one. And the question was, how often do you decorate the inside of your cards? I was too lazy to type that out. For the sentiment I'm using, it was a past clear stamp and die of the month. I'm using, may your birthday be as delightful as you are.
Aw. Okay, that's my finished card.
Oh, well, hold. Let me get stamped, and then we'll show off our finals. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to stamp and die cut this. Because I don't want them to miss seeing it up close. All right. I think I had some fuzzies on my stamp. Sorry, now that Karen's all done, I'm delaying getting to see hers. Anne says, now watching my sheet load, she's always using scraps on the inside of her cards. Love it. Oh, Kim decorates her envelopes too. No naked envelopes. Nice. Yes, please.
Yeah. I do that sometimes too, especially at Christmas time. Thought I could show them to Alicia how some of these pieces cut out. Some don't. Yeah. So this leaf here, these stems, that actually does not cut all the way out. So it will leave like this really pretty impression on the cardstock, which I thought that's really pretty. And then these little pieces here, these are to this piece here. So you get individual flowers or petals for that. So I'll just tuck these away and use those for another project. And then my card.
Oh, that is really neat how it makes that like flower in halves, but then you put it together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Super cute. And the strips across there are that was cardstock you made yourself, right? With like inking. Was that right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it almost looks like it's stenciled, you know, the way that it looks on there.
Oh yeah, with the stitching on there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, mine is almost done. Just gotta get my sentiment on there. Which I almost think mine needs something behind it too to help make it stand out.
Splatter, splatter, splatter.
Oh no, I could not splatter this now and accidentally mess it up, Karen. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if I have anything spellbinders. Because since I'm going to use this as part of my spellbinders influencer like thing, I have to make sure it's all spellbinders. I was almost thinking like something orange behind it to bring in the orange and help that stand out, or do you think I can leave it like it is?
I'm sure you can leave it. I was trying to think of the color sequins that we got from our advent calendar, but they're like that turquoise color. We've got the yellow, and then we had that like pink, I think, pink. I don't know if that turquoise would match that or not.
Let me see. I have some of their gems. I was thinking because I want to kind of bring in some of that orange maybe. All right, hold on. Let me go get my spellbinders box. Oh, it's heavy. It's a heavy one, guys. And I almost just think maybe some of these like little stems to go behind it. Oh, I like that too. Cheryl says use the die for the sentiment and offset it in orange. And yeah, now I could have probably done the sentiment in orange. That probably would have been a good idea too. Okay. First, I'm going to cut some of those stems and I'll see if I like that. Then I'll think about the offset because that's a good idea too. Oh, those are too big. So this is, what's it called? Sealed blooming stems. And I'm going to do just the plain leaves. Karen, do you have anything coming up besides what we've already chatted about?
So we have the Oh So Inspired collab on the 20th. I have my Craft with 5 challenge on the 21st. I'm doing I'm trying to make Christmas cards like all year so that I don't fall behind like I did this year. So each month I'm doing a series called the 12 Months of Christmas. And I was inspired by Beth from Bourbon Creek Crafts. She does that. We're not on a collaboration team or anything. I was just inspired by her doing that. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do that. And then the sheet load rewind is coming up.
Now, I confused somebody else with that. You know that that's in February, right?
The sheet load rewind?
Yeah.
I do now.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know
I
what?
confused.
Yes, because I have my sheet load out already. I was looking at it trying to figure out. Yes, I'm sorry. I did. Yes. So scratch that sheet load rewind, guys, for January. My
Because we all
apologies.
kind
Yes.
of rewound back this month. So I didn't think
Yeah.
this month there was a need for it.
Yeah. So my 12 months of Christmas will be held on the 25th of each month because Christmas is the 25th. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
All right. I think this might have worked. I just got to cut off the stem down there. Oops. Stuff's just falling all over here, you guys.
Yeah, those flowers are pretty.
What about that? What do we think of that? Probably put. Do you think I should do the offset of the sentiment too, or just leave it like that?
I think just leave it like that. I think it looks good like that.
I do think I should have probably put this down a little lower, but I think it's there now. I don't think I can pull that up. Okay. We're going to call it good, guys.
It's great.
Thank you, Karen.
Betcha. Honey Cruz said she joined a Facebook group that makes one Christmas card per month. I think that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And with the sheet load of cards, I mean, you get anywhere from 6 to 18 cards.
Yeah. The 18's a rarity, but yes.
It is, but yes, it's still, I got to count it.
All right. One more little, maybe two more pieces, and then, guys, we're done, and we'll give away our cards. So anybody who is present can enter to win. You can only win one of our cards. So if there's one that you would rather have, make sure that that's the one which I'll tell you here in a minute how you're going to enter to win, but make sure that that's the one you definitely go for. If you don't like a design choice, then you can always just enter to win the other person's card. I will tell you how to get me your information once the winner is chosen, but please keep in mind, if you're not willing to fill out the form, please don't enter the giveaway, because I want to make sure that the cards get to their homes. Oh, it sounds like, Karen, that Facebook group is one Christmas card per week.
Oh. Well, that's even better. Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Yep. Thanks, Danny.
Okay, guys, I've got it. So I'm going to bring back in Here's the card that was chosen today. And then I did the stenciling in the background, the 3D embossing folder, and then to help that sentiment stand out, put a little orange behind it because that was the only color from the card that I did not have in the stenciling. So if you are ready for a card giveaway, throw some hearts over there in the chat box, friends. And while you're doing that, I am going to end the poll. Here, Karen, did you want to show yours up next to your card? Up
sure.
to the color cube card?
Yep.
Love it. Love it, love it. Cool. Well, let's find out. How often do you decorate the inside of your cards?
Lots of hearts coming in.
Yeah, I saw that. I love it. And I thought, oh, there we go. 38% sometimes, 36% almost always. So that's a pretty good percentage. And nobody answered never. So love it. Love it. And don't forget, if you're here on the replay, to let us know down in the comment section. But let's go ahead. Karen, if you want to bring back up your face camera, that's how we'll do the giveaway. And okay. I will tell the last few things. Let me change my camera here. Welcome to anybody who wasn't here when we said our hellos earlier. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, you can, to enter to win the cards, which I'll tell you how to do that here in just a minute. 18 years or older, subscribe to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed to Karen, head on over to her channel after this and subscribe. So you can see all of her videos that she told us she has coming up. Remember, you can only win one card, and we will do Karen's first. So if you, let me get that ready. If you would like to win Karen's card, one time over in the chat box, you are going to type in hashtag Karen, hashtag Karen. It needs to look exactly like it does on screen. Make sure there are no spaces and that you have the hashtag. If you do look up and notice that, oh no, I forgot the R or I put a space, retype it once to get your entry, but there is no reason to spam the chat with it because each username does only get one entry. So I'll tell you kind of, see if I can remember what I have coming up while we wait for that, since I don't have any waiting music. Yes, on Monday, the 20th, we have the Oh So Inspired, which this year we're doing a little bit different. So it's pretty exciting. Make sure to stop by and check that out. Tomorrow, I have a special video coming out that was kind of a subscriber requested card, and I actually ended up making 6. So I hope that you will, again, stop back by, check that out. It's always super helpful when you watch the videos, leave comments, give them thumbs up. It just helps them get out to more viewers. Let's see, there is no rewind this month. Of course, Monday, I've told you about the live stream with Danny. So make sure to be here for that. And then at the end of the month, we'll have the channel member live. If you're a die cutter, paper trimmer level member, you can join us for that. Which, speaking of that, I do need to announce a couple giveaways. The Gummy-A-Pan giveaways and last month's channel member live. I will be announcing those winners probably next week. So if you don't have the notifications turned on, make sure to click on that bell below this video and turn on all notifications so you know when those are announced. We have about 3 more seconds. We'll find out who the lucky winner of Karen's card is. All right. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations to Stacy. Yay. Congratulations, Stacy. Make sure to stick around and remember what it said your username was on screen, because you will need that for the form. Let me get it ready for my drawing. If you would like to win my card, type in hashtag Alicia, hashtag ALICIA. And just like with Karen's, no spaces, make sure you have all of the letters and the hashtag. And let us know after you get your hashtag if you in the chat have anything exciting coming up, or if you're here later on the replay, let us know in the comments section. And also, as that chat slows down, if you have any final questions or comments for Karen and I, now is a great time to get those in. And I don't know about you, Karen, but my stomach just growled, and it's later for you. So it's about lunchtime here. What were you going to say?
Just to let people know that it's not a capital A for your name. Some people are putting hashtag.
That matters.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's good to know.
Not as long as, I thought it was kind of like an email address, like not case sensitive, but
okay.
Probably better safe than sorry to do lowercase just in case.
Yeah.
All right. Susan says she received an order for 10 cards, so she'll be working on that this weekend. Awesome. Fresh and Renew with Teresa. We'll have a video up later today on her Not Too Shabby series on Fridays. Awesome. So make sure to check out her channel. You can no longer click on the names here in the chat, but you can search for Fresh and Renewed with Teresa on YouTube. Oh, Anne is starting her own YouTube channel. Fantastic. Good luck. Awesome. Yeah. Be prepared. It's a lot more work than you think it is. But it's fun. I mean, I would rather have a bad day making a YouTube video than a great day at work.
Right.
It is work, though. I probably do spend more than 40 hours a week on YouTube. Christine says she's getting ready for a crafting retreat next weekend. Fabulous. Honey has a request for an explosion box. I wonder if I can say that out loud on YouTube. Jody has company coming. Wonderful. All right, guys, the timer has went off, so let's find out who my card will be going to, and then don't forget, I will tell you how you're going to claim those before we go. Good luck, everyone. And remember, you might not see your name on screen, but all of you are entered. Yellow roses. Nydia, I think I remembered Nydia. Congratulations. But anyway, you'll want to remember what it says the username is on the screen, all right? But to claim your prize to both of our winners, Stacy and Nydia, I believe I got that right. I'm hoping I remembered it right. Down at the bottom of the description box is a link to a Google form. You will need to go fill that out with your contact information and mailing address. And again, you'll need to know the username that showed on screen and kind of be able to describe whose card you won and what it looked like, just so I make sure we get you the right card. But I will get your address off to Karen. Please go ahead and fill that out right after the live stream's over, just so you don't forget, because I will turn it off after 24 hours. And if the cards aren't claimed, then we'll just keep them for our stash. I'm trying to see if I see any final. Oh, I love how everybody's over there congratulating everyone. Love it. Karen, any final words before we go?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I don't either. Thank you, Karen, for joining me again. And then thank you to everybody who was in the chat, everybody who's going to watch us on replay. Until the next time, we hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.